Alright, so good morning. It's the start of another day here in Jasper National Park, and I couldn't think of a better way to start the day than looking at these elk that are just kind of grazing here among the wildflowers. So I'm on the start of another day, and I'm at the beginning of Maligne Lake Road, and it is a road that will take me up to several really popular tourist destinations here in Jasper National Park. It's one of the more popular destinations, if you will, here in the lake, or in the park, I should say. And I say that because there's a lake up there, Maligne Lake, and you take a cruise. And I believe it's somebody told me that one of the attractions there is one of the most photographed spots on Earth. So we're going to go on up there, and in doing so, we're going to go look for some grizzly. It's about a little bit after 6 a.m. here, and I was told that at this particular spot, right at the beginning of this lake road, early in the morning, a very good chance to see some grizzly. So let's go see if I can find one or two. Alright, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't stop and just share the beautiful wildflowers. Everywhere you drive, you see these beautiful wildflowers all along the side of the road and in the grasslands along the road as you're driving along. Really beautiful. Alright, I've worked in some interesting places over the years, and as I sit here now I'm at Maligne Lake, and the lodge doesn't open up until 8:30, and it's about 10 after 8 right now. So I'm sitting here in the car. It's raining out, and I'm designing banner ads. And it's pretty nice, I must say. And interestingly enough, or ironically enough, on the radio, I've got my phone synced to my Bluetooth. So the song "Solitary Man" is playing by Neil Diamond, and I'm sitting here thinking, as I sit here by myself, what, is it appropriate or ironic or something like that? It would be nice if I had somebody here with me, a Mercedes. It'd be wonderful to have Mercedes here with me. But for right now, I don't. And it's nice being able to travel alone. A lot of people don't have the ability to travel alone as I do, and it's just something that over the years I've become accustomed to. And when you travel alone, you've got your ups and your downs, and your periods of loneliness and your periods of exuberation, But right now, it's just a moment of hoping and praying that the sun comes out, because I'd like to go and take the cruise of the beautiful lake here. I hear it's just spectacular, but I don't want to do it on a gray, overcast, drizzly day. So I'm going to hang out, and if I have to, I'll just go sit in the lodge for a few hours. Maybe the afternoon will bring some sunshine with it. Anyway, back to work. Alright, it's opening hours here at Maligne Lake, and I found my way up to the gift shop and the Maligne Lake Lodge, and also as well the ticket office. So tickets here cost it's about $68 for a 1.5 hour cruise on the beautiful lake here, and then they also have whitewater rafting in the area and guided fishing. So the weather today is rather overcast, and I'm going to hope and pray that it breaks. And I booked a time at 2 o'clock to go out onto the lake. So I will see what happens, and during that time I'll probably take a nice hike. Maybe I'll take a hike around part of the lake, and I'll sit in the lodge and get a little work done. So with that in mind, I'll just do a quick tour of the
of the facilities here. Here is the Maligne Lake Chalet. Pretty famous building here. I'm just gonna walk through. Here is the gift shop. I'm definitely gonna want to get something from here to put on my shelf back home, as far as a memento from visiting such a beautiful place as this. A tour bus just came up just not too long ago, and you can see there's quite a few people here this early in the morning. Probably going to go on an early cruise. So we'll go in and sit down and have a cup of coffee. We'll go and see what they're serving on the menu over here.
Oh no! Help yourself. Bring money.
So they've got beef stew for $7.50 and vegetarian chili, different types of sandwiches that you can get, and various sweets. So I'm going to see if I can't find myself a nice place to sit and do some work for a little while. All right, so you can see with the tour bus here that the facilities have opened at Maligne Lake, and these folks are getting off and going over to the guest services and tickets. And if I do a turn to this side here, you'll see a sign here that says "Do not approach moose 100 meters. Stay at least 100 meters away at all times." So good thing Buddy is not with me, because Buddy probably would have, if he saw a moose, probably want to run up and play, you know. But anyway, Buddy is back home, and these are the boats that'll take you out for a hour-and-a-half cruise. Cruises cost $68, and probably well worth every penny. And they go out to an island out there that is one of the more photographed islands in the world, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go on inside and take a look at the facilities, including the ticket office and the cafe. All right, and just on my way up to the ticket office and the cafe is this beautiful view, and you can see the Maligne Lake Boathouse. And I'm looking at a plaque here, and it says Mary Schaefer and friends were the first tourists to see this lake. The Philadelphia artist rode northward by horse from Laggan on trips in 1907 and 1908. Her party searched for a remote lake called Chava Imne by Stony people, located it in 1908 and explored by raft. She called it Maligne Lake after the river. Early peoples visited here long ago, and the lake has been admired by many modern tourists for 100 years. So look at how beautiful that is. You can rent a canoe for about $40 an hour, or about $120 a day. I made my way down to the dock, and you can see the boats here. A little bit of a closer view, with some beautiful wildflowers in the foreground. So it should be a wonderful experience to go out on a boat. I'm just hoping that the clouds will break and we'll have some beautiful sunshine for a 2 p.m. Cruise time. Here you have the ticket office to Maligne Lake, and just to my left is the entrance to the gift shop, and just behind that is a rather spacious restaurant. So we'll go inside both of these, and both of these buildings as the first boat goes out for the day. Boats go out about every 15 minutes or so, and are an hour and a half, and I was told that they do fill up, they do book out. So I booked mine for 2 o'clock. Alright, I made my way into the ticket office here, and up on the wall they've got various trophies of animals that you might see if you go hiking around here. I don't see any grizzlies hanging up on the wall. Or actually there's some black bears hanging on the wall there. But you can get everything from hats and gloves, looks like backpacks, sunglasses, keychains, just what you would expect in a facility such as this. And I actually found my my hat right here, so that'll be my hat that'll pick up before I leave. Maligne Lake, Jasper National Park. Okay. Here's a really nice hat. Looks like it's got snow all over it. It says Canada on it. So we'll continue on. Let's go look at the gift shop. All right, walking into the gift shop here, you can see they have various pictures on the wall of interest. There's a picture of the Maligne Lake, Maligne or Maligne. I'll have to figure out what the pronunciation is, but you can see that. And here's the Beaver family, whoever the Beaver family were. Quite a storied history, I'm sure. There's a picture from 1911. You come in off to the right, they've got quite a selection of sandwiches and different types of baked items. You can get chocolate Danish or cherry Greek Danish or croissant or raspberry scones. And on the menu today, what do they have? They have beef stew, vegetarian chili, sandwiches, salads. You can get coffee. Let's go in and look at the gift shop. I always like looking at postcards in gift shops because they give you postcards or calendars will give you a real good idea what to see. There's some shot glasses and little espresso cups. Moose seem to be a big item here. There's some keychains you can pick up. Black bears or moose. Little animal doing his little jig there. I like Canada. Canada really is a wonderful country. This summer I've spent more time in Canada than at any time during my life, and I really got to take my hat off to the Canadians. Really wonderful country and wonderful people. This would be a nice souvenir right there for my bookcase back home, Maligne Lake. Maybe that'll be my souvenir that I take home with me. So if I come out here, there's the postcards here that you can see. That's what I'm hoping for, is a nice sunny day, just like that. And then just out here you have the restaurant, and you can see where I've set up my office right there. So that's going to be my office for 2 or 3 hours as I knock out some work. And what a view! What a view to do some work. And just over here is a popular spot for people to get a photo taken with the big stuffed bear dressed as a Canadian Rocky Mountie. All right, so let's get on with the day and see what else is in store. All right, you're looking at about 3 hours of productivity, and as I begin to wrap up my work of doing these banner ads, I find myself thinking of a conversation, or a phone call rather, that came in about 3 years ago from that man, and he wanted me to come to work for him, and he said I didn't have to live in Omaha if I didn't want to. I could live anywhere I wanted. And he also said that he knows I like to travel, and I could travel wherever I want and whenever I want. He just wanted me on the team. And little did he know when he made me that offer that I would find myself at such a place as this. Look at this. Maligne Lake here in beautiful Canadian Rockies, Jasper National Park. Go figure, huh? All right, it is cruise time here on Maligne Lake, and you know what? The clouds have broken, you got some beautiful blue sky, you can see the mountains off in the distance. This video that I'm shooting here now is actually a day later than the earlier part of this video that you're watching, and that's because I gave up yesterday. It was just gray and overcast and drizzling. You wouldn't have been able to see the mountains. It would have just been a miserable time to do a video here on what's been voted the best cruise in the entire country of Canada. So the cruise is about an hour and a half. I believe it's a rather intimate cruise. The cruise boats that I've seen, they don't seat that many people, which would lead me to believe that it's a very, very cozy, nice little cruise. And we're going out to this island, and this island is the most photographed island in all the world. I could be mistaken, but that's what I've heard. So we're going to go check that out. I'm going to bring you along, and as I do, you know, who knows what we're going to see. We're definitely going to see some beautiful mountains and some other great scenery. So let's go cruise Maligne Lake, shall we? I keep having problems with that word. I want to say Maligne, Maligne, but it's Maligne, as I understand it. It's Maligne Lake. Let's go cruise Maligne Lake. Okay, so you can see the lake right here as I get ready to board. And I don't know how much of the lake we're actually going to cover in 1.5 hours, but that gives you a good idea as to the overlay of the lake. If you were a bird flying over the lake looking for some fish, perhaps. All right, so here we go. Jordan is... Hi, Jordan. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. There's my ticket.
For 3:30.
This is 3:30, right?
Okay, yeah.
Are you the skipper?
I am the tour guide here.
Fantastic. You're going to be on YouTube.
Okay.
So make it a good tour, okay?
Oh, it's always a good tour.
All right.
It's on the Mary Schaefer right there.
Thanks. So we're going on the Mary Schaefer, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful boat. I am so glad that I waited for this particular cruise.
Yeah.
It is going to be a really, really nice cruise, I'm sure. Thank God that the clouds broke and we got some blue sky. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
Good, thanks.
That's good.
Doing a YouTube video of the cruise. You don't need my ticket, do you?
No, that's quite all right. You can hop
All
right
right,
on.
sounds good. Oh, are you an Aussie?
I'm a Kiwi.
You're a Kiwi?
Yeah.
From where?
New Zealand.
What part of New Zealand?
Wanaka, really close to Queenstown in the South Island.
Oh, so you have probably had a Fergberg, right?
I've had Fergberg.
Fergberg's really good, isn't it? What's your favorite Fergberg?
Oh, I don't know. I change it up most times I go there. So whatever I feel like at the time, whether it's pork, chicken, beef.
Yeah?
Change it up.
All right, well, sounds good, Cam. As you can tell, I've had a Fergberg as
Yeah,
well.
did you enjoy
Probably
it?
look by my stomach, right? All right,
a lot of good burgers around
let's
the
have a nice cruise, shall we?
We will.
Oh, welcome to Maligne Lake in beautiful Jasper National Park. Has anybody been here before? You have?
Yesterday, it sucked.
Yesterday? Oh, well, today should be much better. It's a lot more clear here, but I guess we'll find out. Hopefully it's better for you. It was pretty good for me yesterday, yeah. Awesome. Well, does anyone know where we're heading to today? No. And very trusting people here. Getting onto the boat with two strangers. So our cruise is about an hour and a half long, or 90 minutes. We're going to a place, called Spirit Island, which is just on the south side of the lake, in the heart of those mountains down there. It'll take us about 35 minutes to get all the way down there, at which point we'll have a chance to disembark the vessel. We'll park it up beside Spirit Island there. You'll have about 15 minutes to walk around, take some pictures, use the restrooms. It's just enough time to stretch your legs, and then we'll get back in the boat and come back another 35 minutes. Does that sound good to everyone? Yes. Perfect. It's a little late now. We've already left. The water's pretty cold. Exactly. Well, you could try, but the water's very, very cold. Yeah, close to that. Absolutely. So, my name's Jordan, and I'll be your tour guide for the next hour and a half. And off to my right and your left is the most important person on the boat. This is our captain, Cam. Can everyone say hello? Awesome. The extra nice to Cam is he's in charge of everybody's safety, getting us to our destination, and ultimately deciding who comes back from our destination.
All right, with all the safety information underway, we are underway, and we're on our way to Spirit Island. And it is just beautiful. I am so glad that I made the effort to wait a day and come back up. It's actually an hour drive from the town of Jasper, so it took me a total of an hour to come up. It'll take me an hour to go back down, but definitely a memory that I'll remember for the rest of my lifetime. You know, I can't help but to thank the good Lord, because I must have said so many prayers and just asking God to let the clouds break for me to get a nice cruise, and that He did. Look at this.
Alright, you can see they've opened it up and it is fantastic. What a great cruise this is. It is worth every penny. So if you're coming out here, you want to make sure to come out when it's sunny, or at least ideally on a day like today where you get big puffy white clouds. So it makes for a great backdrop.
Okay, we made our way to Spirit Island, and they stop and let us get off. They give us about 15 minutes to walk around and get some pictures, and
So at the very end there,
talk about opportunities for pictures. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. Just incredible.
70% of the water just comes from that one.
And there's the island. About 20 trees. You're not allowed to go on the island. It's a very sacred place for the indigenous people. So I'm going to go out and just get a beautiful picture.
We just try to preserve.
You know, I've traveled all over the world, and I've seen some really spectacular views. And this view behind me has got a rank right up there at or near the top. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't even begin to tell you how fortunate I feel. You know, for so long, this has just been a dot on a map. As I look at the map hanging on the wall in my office, and to be actually standing here right now, absolutely incredible. It is just beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a nicer, more beautiful day and opportunity to come here and take a picture of myself standing at the end of this very dock. Hear the horn blowing, so it's time to get back on board and say goodbye to the island and head on back. So they're actually waiting on me, and I better hurry up or I'll have to swim back. And you know what? I was thinking that this place speaks for itself. I'm not going to do any more narration. I'm just going to take some beautiful shots and put those up to music for the rest of the video. Enjoy the ride here at Maligne Lake in beautiful Jasper National Park, Alberta, Canada. Alright, so the cruise has come to an end, and I've got to ask Cam, what's more beautiful, New Zealand, Teanau, and doing the cruise on the New Zealand fjords?
I'm a bit biased towards New Zealand.
You are, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty phenomenal, but New Zealand's my homeland, so
Alright,
gotta
well,
go with New Zealand.
well, there you have it, folks. You got to go to New Zealand and check out the fjords after you come here and check out Lake Maligne. So, what an absolutely once-in-a-lifetime experience. You couldn't ask for a nicer overall experience here in Jasper National Park as another boat takes a group full of tourists out. And it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Jasper National Park. And you know, I just got to stop for a moment and thank the Lord. I got to do my Tim Tebow moment, if you will. You know, what a blessed life I am having, I should say, an absolutely blessed life. So, you know, I got to give kudos where kudos are due, and thank the Lord up above for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to travel to such gorgeous places as Lake Maligne here in Jasper National Park. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you on my next trip.